hey, can you sharpen your pencil a little bit? If you can take $1,000 off the bill, you got a deal. I have a current sign guy that can do it a little cheaper than that, but I like you a lot, so if you could lower your price and match his, I'll give you the business. That's a little bit out of my budget. Can you lower your price a little bit? Your price is way too high. You gotta come down. In this video, we're gonna go over 4 ways that you can provide alternatives to discounting for your customers so that you can get that sale without losing anything on your bottom line. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Peter Karunas again with ShopVox. Let's dive right into some of these alternatives, shall we? All right, so many of you have the ability of selling outdoor signage, awnings, light boxes, sign cabinets, monument signs, channel letters, dimensional letters. And in this particular category, this is actually one of the categories where you will see a lot of objections being thrown your way when asking to lower your price, sharpen your pencil, what have you. So here is tip number 1 on how you can provide a customer with an alternative to discounting for this particular category. Tip number 1, provide the customer with maintenance included into the sale. So explain to the customer that your price not only includes the fabrication, the design, the fabrication, the production, and installation of said sign, but it also will include periodically your shop coming to your office and making sure that it's kept in optimal condition for longevity. So it creates value to the customer for having a pristine sign over a longer period of time, because we know as sign shop professionals that our customers are very rarely getting up on a ladder, cleaning their sign, making sure that it has the proper components still functioning, whether it be transformers, power supplies, functioning LEDs, what have you. But we want to make sure that that actual sign has longer value for our customers. So when you include maintenance into your proposals, you are providing, yes, you're providing more value than some other of your competitors are, because they're most likely unwilling to include that because they're not thinking too far into the future. They're thinking right now. And when you think right now, you're thinking about the sale price, you're thinking about discounting the job. But if you stay in that lane where you're talking about the perspective to the customer of thinking about where you are 1 year from now when you have to pay for that sign to be maintained, to be cleaned, we're going to include that. And it's up to you and your shop to figure out what type of maintenance package you want to include with your sales. Because if you are including something that includes a 1-year warranty, maybe you might consider stopping by the place 3 more times, 2 more times throughout the year, just to make sure that everything is up to standard with that sign, because it will leave your customer with peace of mind and understanding to build that relationship over a longer period of time. Because every time your employee, your fabricator, your installer, your service technician goes to that location, it's an opportunity for them to grab another lead, to grab another sale along the way. Because as we all know, business owners often have different needs throughout the year. And if you are coming on a scheduled basis to meet with them for other reasons, this is when they'll bring that up for you. You'll thank me for tip number 1. Tip number 2 here is extending your warranty. Now, often enough, shops usually come with like a standard labor or guarantee on their installation and on the actual sign that they're producing. You might want to consider elongating, making that warranty a little bit longer to create more value there. That's the key here, is that creating value in the absence of creating a discount is what you want to do. You don't necessarily want to lower your price, but instead you want to add value to your estimate beyond what your competitors are doing. So if your competitors are offering a 1-year warranty, maybe you might want to offer a 2-year or a 3-year warranty. Now, obviously, you want to take a look at the type of signs that we're talking about here, what the longevity is. If you're telling the customer that the expected lifespan of this sign is 5 years, maybe you might want to include your warranty, which is also 5 years. Not many shops would extend the warranty that long, but if you add value into the estimate, if you add like the warranty price into your estimate, you can consider that being paid for in years to come. Okay, tip number 3 Now that's going to be providing an extra sign, a duplicate sign, or even a free sign with your estimates. Now, in the vinyl world, we have waste, right? And often enough, if you're printing a 2 by 10, 2 by 8 sign, 2 by 5 sign, there's going to be a lot of waste on your vinyl. So why not print 2 of them and provide your customer, again, with some added value? Why? Maybe they can place this another sign somewhere else. Rather than charging your customer for the wastage, why not give it to them? It'll create more value in your brand. It'll create more opportunity for that customer to come back to you and say, you know, they did right by me. In fact, the price was very reasonable. And they also gave me a second one because there was going to be some wastage and they didn't want to just throw the material out. Instead, they gave me the opportunity of having 2 signs, and I took this one and put it maybe in the back of my building or up along the street or up along the side of my building, whatever the case is. But make sure it's a gift. Make sure that you're not doing any labor, any abundance of labor there. If they ask you to hang that free gift in the back of the shop and it takes an extra 2 hours to do or an extra hour to do, make sure that you understand that this is a gift. We could have easily have thrown this away, but we decided, you know what, you're a very loyal customer. You're a very good customer of ours. We wanted to earn your business. We wanted to give you the 2 signs for the price of 1. Now, when you would give a duplicate sign and a extra sign is very different from when you would give a free sign. When you want to introduce a free sign, you kind of want to talk to them about what are some other opportunities that they need in their business. Is it an A-frame sign? Is it a parking sign? Is it, a window sign of some sort, a poster? All of these can be figured out in your conversations within the customer sale dialogue. However, if you're taking a look at the entire scope of work and you're saying, okay, they're going to get a channel letter sign, a light box reface with new plexiglass and new lighting, but they also have some window graphics that's not really too hard, too complex to produce, well, maybe you might consider putting together a proposal that includes that channel letter sign, that light box reface, the installation, but including those window signs for free. Why would you do that? When the alternative is discounting the order and losing margin versus losing on the price of raw materials because you have extra material laying around the shop, or because you have extra cutoffs from other signs that you've made, it's very easy to compound those raw materials that you have in your shop and actually make a functional sign from them, whether it's a poster or window graphics or even a rigid sign panel sign that the customer has use for. If the customer sees value in receiving it, then it's value to you as a sign shop owner to provide that customer with expectations that go beyond just the price of your estimate. Not only was the price fair, but they also threw in some extras there that made me very happy as a customer. And finally, tip number 4 here is really going to be throwing in some of those extras. What are those extra pieces that your shop can throw into the sale even if the conversation didn't come up? What does every business need? Every business needs shirts. Every business needs business cards, sales collateral, car magnets. You're going to try and find those items that you have the ability of producing at a reduced clip, if you will. Like not something that just doesn't cost you a lot of money to produce for your customers. Outsourcing business cards doesn't cost a lot of money. Outsourcing sales collateral doesn't cost a lot of money. Flyers, rack cards, postcards, these things don't really cost a lot of money to produce in bulk, but they provide the customer with exceptional value. So over the years, I would provide my customer with an option. You can get 10 free shirts, you can get 1,000 business cards, you can also get a 4x8 banner that we would provide to you free of charge when you order $500 or more, $600 or more, whatever the price is for you. When you provide more value to the customer, you're going to convert more sales because the customer is seeing more than just a dollar sign price. They're seeing more than just, oh, I can pay $450 instead of $500 between one vendor and another. It's about the relationship. It's about the rapport that you're building, but it's also about the value. What's that experience going to be like? if you're providing these 4 options as a means to pivot when a customer says, can you lower your price? You're going to see much more success because you're really not talking about price. Instead, you're switching the conversation around saying, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, is it about price or is it about value? Is it me as a salesperson? Do you not like me? Do you not like my product? Do you not like my price? Are we not providing enough value for you? That's really what the customer is saying when they want a reduction in price. They're not saying they're cheap. They're saying, for what it's worth, I don't feel like paying this. So what are you going to give me to get to that threshold of your price that you're looking for, where you could still maintain some of your price margins and profitability there for your bottom line? All right, everybody, that's it for me in this video. I'm Peter Karunas with ShopVox. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to this channel. The more the merrier. We're going to be giving out some free downloadable content in the next couple of videos, so you're not going to want to miss that. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to stay very positive out there.